Header of the WNBA on ESPN for you. Tonight, we get things started with the 4-1 Seattle Storm for this contest. For Atlanta, Monique Billings, Shakina Strickland, Elizabeth Williams, Benijah Laney has had a tremendous start to this season. And then Kennedy Carter. For the Storm, their usual four with Jewel Lloyd, Natasha Howard, Brianna Stewart, and Alicia Clark, joined by Jordan Canada. Knowing there are only 22 of them and knowing the difference between finishing in a top 2 seed or not. And he said, yeah, you felt it over the past few years since we went to the new playoff format, but you do feel it even more in this current season. Seattle's certainly one of those teams that hopes to jockey for a top spot. Here is Carter to begin things for Atlanta. Good look for Strickland from 3, and that's what she can do.
Yeah, get to this game is whenever Shakina Strickland is open, we must get her the ball. Atlanta needs three-point shooting to spread the floor.
Strickland was a fixture in Connecticut. Kurt Miller, head coach there, still raves about her defensive IQ. Jewel Lloyd keeps it alive for Seattle. How about Stewart from 3? That'll rim in.
Yeah, she looks great, Ryan, and some of her numbers even better than they were in her 2018 MVP season.
Stewart averaging just under 19 points per game thus far. The baseline jumper is good.
And really, they're going to have to move the ball against the Seattle defense. They're so good on that end of the floor. #1 in field goal percentage defense in the WNBA. Atlanta's got to be patient in finding shots if they don't get it in transition.
Lloyd splashes in a 3. And already you see the offensive potential of this game on display. Williams trying to squeeze it in, got the whistle, and 2 free throws coming.
I just didn't see him do it.
Of the Atlanta Dream.
That hasn't gone so well. Courtney Williams was like, I just like to spot up on the wing. That's good for me.
Yeah, Courtney was like, I'm good with this point guard thing as well, coach. Here's Laney from 3, connected.
I mean, you see the opportunity on this Atlanta roster to come in and show what she can do on the offensive end.
Laney 42% from 3 thus far this season, 50% from the floor. Carter all the way in for 2.
And that can't do because Carter can get rim to rim in no time.
Atlanta has hit its first 4 shots. Here is Clark from the left wing. She got it on a 3. Alicia, 48%, led the WNBA last year. How about the footwork carving through the game's got some pace, huh, LaChina?
I love it.
Up and down. Do they know it's the first game of a doubleheader for us?
Stop.
Put those conference calls on mute.
That's right.
Catching fire for Strickland is short, lands in the lap of Clark. Nice down court feed, Canada to Stewart for the lay. Towards Carter there, trying to give Canada a little help. The jumper for Laney, a little too short. Stewart the board. Stewart using the Howard screen to finish with the left hand. Heels and blocks thus far, and she looking like an even better player, to your point, LaChina.
Yeah, showing us more of her perimeter ability. She's a matchup.
That ruffled a few feathers in the league, but Sue's calling it like she sees it, and she's been pretty correct so far.
For $1 million. That's a lot.
Her way into shape. Blake Dietrich in as well, the backup point guard for Atlanta. Sammy Whitcomb, the hesitation and spinning it in high off. She has thrived with Seattle over the last few seasons. Stewart doubles, passes out of it. Whitcomb to the corner for Clark. You bet. On a 3. And
good job of that up until this point, but when they doubled her there, she was still allowed that pass out and found her teammate.
Elizabeth Williams trying to end the run. Goes to the bank. Beautifully done.
And she's finished.
All the coaches in this situation, with how many games are being played, you just don't have a lot of practice time. Shoot-arounds have become true walkthroughs for the most part. Clark finishes on a nice find from Sammy.
To say they're clicking on offense is an understatement.
Williams' jumper is short. Williams was so good from 3 in the playoffs a season ago. after that had not been a huge part of her repertoire in the regular season. Wickham, a strong take, and hops it in. Williams swooping through, kicking out, corner three, won't go. Rebound, Wickham, ahead of the field. Finds Canada, her jumper is good. And shot clock at 4. Morgan Tuck, spinning, flipping, no. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Brianna this season.
Yeah, I mean, she hit the nail on the head. It's the experience. Last season, when she had to take over the reins, you could see some hesitancy. Courtney Williams hits that.
Natasha Howard, Jordan Canada, Sammy Wickham, Morgan Tuck. Azzy Magbagor is on the floor for Seattle. And for
reps, but also can give his starting unit some.
Dallas and Connecticut. For more on these games, please go minutes of a title a season ago. They have missed Jonquel Jones clearly, as well as just dealing with a lot of changes, some of which we see
is without Sue Bird. They are without Epiphany. They're like Brianna Stewart that can bring it up the floor.
Shot clock is at 5. Williams elevates, can't hit, but a foul. Tag, she just grimaced after that crossover. Well, let's put it.
I mean, it's a trend we're seeing in the WNBA right there. There's been just a wave of injuries, unfortunately, that have hit the league that you're hoping are.
A season ago.
And if you don't have shoot-arounds, your recovery is it's tough. And in particular because you only had those 2 weeks of training camp, so you're trying to catch your team up to speed and a lot of new pieces moving across the WNBA. Able to get some stops without Jordan Canada on the floor. Can they capitalize and score in the half court?
Carter, just 1 field goal thus far. Her 3 is good from Holly inside the wobble.
You can see the Seattle Storm athletic trainer working on Jordan Canada. They do have a training table out here. She is stretching. The athletic trainer just gave me a thumbs up signal that Jordan should be able to return.
That's
right
really,
knee and quad issue.
Yeah, really good sign, Holly. When they're missing 2 pieces already from their backcourt.
You know, 39 or 15 or 25, or there's nothing to do with that stuff, and it's just unlucky. And in this season, when you miss any time, right, if it's a week, it's so many more games than usual.
Yeah, it is, Ryan. And
there, so you know, she's a big part of women's basketball in Australia, and not only in Australia but around the world as well. But definitely someone that I've looked up to throughout my career.
Earlier in training camp, I was on an Instagram Live where Ezzy was interviewing Laura Jackson. It was absolutely.
I mean, we've seen a lot of versatility. I mean, she's already
been highest in the league, and then she steps outside and looks just as comfortable doing that.
Yeah, she does not look intimidated by the WNBA at all.
9-point Seattle lead. Atlanta's tightened things a bit in this second quarter. Canada back in and floating it home. Get that one to drop. Courtney Williams is now 2 of 6 from the floor. Lloyd, the runner, too strong, follows it up, no, but got the whistle, and
can get out and run.
That is the 3rd from 3 thus far this season. He assists, a couple of rebounds as well. Here's Carter.
Kennedy Carter's got to go north to south. She's doing too much east to west with the basketball right now, and you can
like she's a little more in her offensive flow so far this game, right?
Yeah, see a little bounce. She had no legs on Tuesday.
I don't know if we're yet at her dad going, ooh, she feeling it, but you know, she's hustle with the putback for her first bucket of the game. There is Carter. That time got towards the rim.
Wall-to-wall basketball. I can't tell you much about any other sport, what's happening, but
ESPN Plus today.
Yep.
Side of scoring, and we have seen that over the last 2 years from Jewell Loyd. Even when her shot isn't falling, even if it feels like her offensive game can at times be a little roller coastery, she really does a lot of little things.
On that, so she knew that it was important.
Yeah.
And she turned it up when Jordan Canada went out, just understanding.
Stay down, Jordan. Stay down.
Lloyd, a two-time All-Star, an All-Star each of the last 2 seasons. Good hands by Canada, picking the pocket of Carter and laying it in on the other end. Jordan, that all-world defense. "15-point Seattle lead. Laney slithers around Russell. Good D by Russell, getting back just enough to influence Williams. What a find! Canada rolling a strike.
Jordan Canada's feeling just fine. Wow. Incredible sequence for her on both ends.
Kennedy Carter. Wow, what a pass from Canada. And you're right, LaChina, what a sequence. The steal on Carter, the layup, and then that find Canada to Lloyd. Shot clock is turned off. 3 seconds left in the half. Laney has to put it up. She does. And that'll do it for the first half. In Bradenton, our score, Seattle 54, Atlanta 39. Holly, one of the interesting things to me is Seattle has not looked tired these last 2 games, and they are a fairly veteran team, LaChina, but they look well conditioned.
Yeah, they've been able to balance their minutes better because they get a little bit of a cushion, enough to get their bench in when some of these teams like Atlanta are forced to play the players that they think are going to help them. And that's what I agree. Their defense just was non-existent. You have to make Seattle feel you, and they just gave them too much space.
Canada comes up with a steal on the errant pass. Looking for help, finds it in Lloyd. Stewart alone, short. Brianna.
They have got to get the ball reversed quickly to find the open player and attack.
Carter, pull up 3, pull up 2 is good. These teams essentially playing every other day. Lloyd's jumper, too strong.
Help on it, ice down, square.
Here's Carter.
Keep her over there.
Boy.
Carter zipping inside and cutting through the...
Where, though? She gets out of that pressure. Know where Kennedy Carter is.
An 11-point game. Atlanta trying to make up some ground. They've trailed by as many as 17. Look at Canada jump the route and pick the pocket cleanly of Carter. Carter whips it to the corner. Laney's 3 is good. A much-needed one for Atlanta. Can foul on Carter. And Seattle gets another chance at this long possession. Lloyd's jumper is good.
She has, and I need to figure it out. I do see the button on there. I just don't know
what happens when you press it. You
yeah,
look like, will the phone explode in your hand? For all the basics.
Make a list, alphabetically, go down the line, headband off. Shot by Drew Lloyd looked good coming off.
All game, right? I mean, her misses have looked smooth. Stewart and McMagor combined for the rebound. Stewart. Clark's jumper is good. Combined for the rebound. Stewart. Clark's jumper is good. 17 or 24 made field goals.
Dragon. Deny back. Help, Stewie.
Carter got the step, just enough of an angle to draw the foul on Clark.
And that's something, biggest growth, or the places where she needed to grow the...
Carter, you saw with the 6.
Deny it, Sandy. Back here, Sandy, keep it here.
Williams.
Keep it here, Sandy. Square.
Raises up, gets fouled by Whitcomb. Atlanta's been able to shave a little off it, hang around.
Game with a rookie point guard, and focused also on finding their stride for the rest of the season.
Carter comes up with a steal. Kennedy Carter will lay it home. 19 points for the...
Definitely do a bubble wildlife tour when we get back.
Holly, how about if you were just giving, you know, the overall mood, the energy, the feel of the bubble, as that 3 drops for...
She's collecting wildlife, Holly. I don't know who her roommates are, but take me off that list.
But yeah, Holly, is she collecting, like keeping the wildlife, or just taking pictures of the wildlife?
I don't believe there are live animals in her room. I should have...
De'Erica and her daughter Amaya, and they ran down. Don't want that.
How about Atlanta here? Yeah.
After a 31-point first quarter.
6 to shoot. Quick turn. Magbagor lays it in to end the... China?
Yeah, she's special.
Like, just obvious talent oozing out of this 20-year-old Australian. Williams doubled, trapped. Carter gets it. Already 21 points for Kennedy Carter. 6 to shoot. Carter draws the foul on Canada, and Kennedy Carter will go. Carter with 6 turnovers, but comeback from Atlanta.
And that's why she left school early. You know, she had another year on deck if she wanted it at Texas A&M, but she was ready for this challenge and for this league.
4th overall pick, highest draft pick ever out of Texas A&M. Canada's jumper rims off, rebounds, squirts to Whitcomb. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Sammy Whitcomb finds some space to finish. And that'll do it for the 3rd.
Their own shot. I mean, they don't even need a screen.
And the swag of that duo, too. I mean, that is going to be unbelievable.
When Courtney Williams starts hyping up Kennedy Carter, watch out.
Carter turns the corner and lays it in. Kennedy Carter. Brianna Stewart was unstoppable, but since the 12 in the first, Atlanta's done a nice job in her defensively, just 3 points.
They have. I mean, they are basically put a lot of pressure on their teammates. They can't get
for 3, and it's a 1-point game. Here's Lloyd using the Russell screen. Lloyd cups it up and in. Jewel Lloyd doing a little bit of everything. Stewart goes baseline, the leaner. No good, but a foul.
In terms of their physicality, their athleticism, their length.
Johnson.
Well, Gloria Johnson came...
But mentally, being in one room for that long without contact.
Yeah.
Just how tough that can be.
Good movement here. Carter in the corner. You bet. The rookie putting on a show.
Out of it.
Intensity ratcheting up. Canada, the hesitation, couldn't finish. Rebound Williams. Atlanta a chance to go in front. Carter gives it up. Williams plays it in. Time out.
The basketball. We're seeing everything that she is capable of and more in this comeback against the favorite Seattle Storm.
Stewart gets fouled and will shoot 2 in Atlanta's loss to Phoenix. She scored 20 WNBA game in over 10 years, 7-20-10, and now she's already topped that total.
One thing I've been talking about is the youth movement in the WNBA. I think this is the kind of summer where if you're quick and you're fast and you're athletic and you're explosive and you can put pressure on defenders with those young legs, you could get lucky and have a deep season into the playoffs.
Atlanta had its first lead since 15-14. Seattle has taken it back. Free Storm lead.
How does Stewart even see the angle to make that pass?
Stewart with 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists now. Williams, jumper, no, followed it up, got it back. Another chance for Atlanta. Carter getting the screen from Williams, hits her on the slip, and a foul underneath against Seattle. That is their 4th. We saw regularly putting up 20 a season ago. She's not quite gotten her conditioning all the way there yet. Billings jumper, rims off. Loose ball, chance for Strickland to tie. No. And it tilts out of bounds.
Playing with as much jump and energy as they were early.
Can the veteran squad still hold on to a win here to improve to 5-1? Canada finds Clark, her three, rims out. Offensive board, Lloyd. Lloyd, another chance at it, taken away by Williams. 5-on-4 for Atlanta at the moment. Strickland way off. And that is going to be a loose ball foul against Billings, her fifth. Lloyd maneuvers, dished it into traffic. Here comes Carter. Kennedy Carter. The hesitation off one leg, no. And Stewart secures her 8th rebound.
You notice that not the entire Atlanta Dream team even made it over half court before she took that shot, so they didn't have a chance at an offensive board.
Carter has played 33 minutes already. Lloyd, step back jumper is good. Jewel Lloyd.
And this is a good matchup for Jewel Lloyd. Atlanta's the kind of team where she can play the way they play with her skill set and athletic ability.
Williams off the mark. Rebound Howard. Thought about the down court feed, but will settle with Canada. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for Jewel Lloyd. 4 of Seattle's 5 starters in double figures. Lloyd through the lane, got tripped, will shoot 2.
And without a lot of depth, it's like, when do you
go in Phoenix? Should be a good one. Saturday NBA TV. But now Seattle on an 8-0 run. And the Storm with a 7-point lead under 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Carter banks it in through contact again.
She has no respect for the help defender. 0.
Lloyd, the jumper short. And the rebound taken by Billings. Carter curling around into the lane, left it short. And Alicia Clark the rebound. Stewart's three, truth. Brianna Stewart with her fingerprints all over this game. Drop points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Brianna Stewart, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Kennedy Carter, a 30.7 assist game. The rookie has been so special. Shot clock at 7. Benijah Laney on the attack. Flips it up and in, plus the foul.
To this point in the season with Courtney Williams back and her sharing some time, but this take right here, the focus on that finish.
And Benijah Laney, 19 of 19 from the line. Here is Stewart around Canada's screen. Brianna Stewart with the touch.
Over 2 defenders. Kennedy Carter even came over to try to help contest that shot. No chance.
Atlanta trying to hang. Williams on the drive, scoops it in.
I mean,
.115 to go. Seattle by 5. Stewart with 23 points in the game. She's been big down the stretch. Canada, the jumper, rims off.
boy, her jump shot's just been a little off tonight. She's done a lot of things right, but that shot, she hasn't been able to get it to fall.
A chance here for Atlanta. Down 5. Laney kicks it out. Williams jumper didn't look good, and it's a loose ball foul against a big fourth quarter. Adds to it with 2 free throws. Phoenix is hot. Chicago's been great. Hang around with us. This is the first of 6 straight days of doubleheaders on the ESPN family of networks.
Yeah, that was going to be fun. A lot of offense as Carter hits another pull-up. But she seems to be growing and learning through these minutes.
Seattle has to get it in, finds Stewart. And the foul applied by Glory. Timeout remaining.
Win. I mean, this is a Seattle team that knows how to win. And Atlanta has done a better job of taking care of the ball. To me, just too many defensive mistakes.
Whoa, hey now. Wide left.
I don't know if that got tipped or what.
But how about the putback and a chance for 3, the old and now Courtney Williams can just say it was a pass.
I would like to think that something touched the ball.
And hits the first. And Canada hits them both. Carter, harassed by Canada, gets it out of her hands. Atlanta moving in a hurry. They need 3s. Johnson finds Laney, taking her time. Now fires and hits. And it's a 1-possession game. 13.5 to go as Atlanta applies a... Lloyd hits the free throw. 20 of 20 for Atlanta, and now 23 of 25 for Seattle. Laney quickly into the offense, lost it, got it back, heaves it. Why not? It's a 2-point game as the foul's applied by Courtney Williams. It's a 2-point Seattle lead.
And
Canada hits the... And Canada sinks both. 4-point game. Here is Carter. Carter will heave and hit at the buzzer. But Seattle holds on thanks to their incredible free throw shooting down the stretch. 93-92 the final as the Storm escape. Wow, LaChina. All Atlanta needed was one missed free throw from Seattle there. We would have had overtime.